graphics of a computer. And then I'm gonna start off with a very common piece, which is a piece of hardware, which is used to move the cursor around in the computer, which is a mouse. A mouse has two buttons and a scroll wheel. The left button is used to open files for clicking and dragging, and can be used as well for copying and paste. And then the right button is used to show options, and it can be used for click and drag as well. Then the scroll wheel is used to move the cursor up and down. So the mouse is a very commonly used piece which everybody that uses a computer every day surely does use every time. And then next we have the keyboard, which is one of the most important components as well, because we use this every day as well. So the keyboard is basically a hardware piece of the computer which is used to input text and other characters into the computer, which is very important as well. And then next we have the motherboard. The motherboard is the hardware piece of the computer which is used to conjoin or to hold all the pieces together so that they can function properly. So we can refer to it as a backbone of the computer. That's why it's called a mother, because it's the one that holds everything together. And then next we have the hard drive, which is one of the most important pieces of the computer, as is the one that holds all the information, and it's basically a hardware device that permanently stores and retrieves data in your computer. And then next we have the RAM, which stands for random access memory, which is basically a form of computer data storage that stores data that is currently being used and can be accessed randomly. That's why it's called random access. Then next we have the system unit. The system unit is the part of the computer that encloses all the interior components of a computer, and it can be referred to as the brain of the computer, as it is the main component in the computer. So the computer can never function without the system unit. And then next we have the power supplies. The power supply, which basically explains itself as the one a hardware component that supplies power to the computer. So it's the power supplier, just like its name says. Then we have the graphics card, which is a piece of hardware installed in a computer that is responsible for displaying image on the monitor. So the graphics or video card is one of the most important components in the computer, because without this graphics card we couldn't have been able to see any imagery on the computer. And then next we have the monitor or screen, which is a device that displays information produced by a video card. So it shows the imagery that is produced by the video card. And then lastly we have the speakers, which are a hardware device that connects to a computer to generate sound. All in all these components work together to form a system that is called a computer, which is basically formed by all these components. It's something we use every day in our lives. So this is just a video for people who want to know a little bit more about computers. So that's basically it, and please subscribe to my channel.